How much did your company spend setting up its wiki? Confluence licenses, Notion workspace, Sharepoint configuration, not to mention the months of setup time and the documentation sprints to populate it all. And now, if you're honest with yourself, how often does your team actually use it? The answer at most companies is almost never. Your employees go to Slack to ask a coworker, they Google it, they message their manager. The wiki is the last place they look, if they even look at all. And the wiki keeps decaying. Pages that were accurate 6 months ago are wrong now. Nobody's maintaining them, and the investment your company made keeps delivering less and less return. It's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
Your wiki is failing for a structural reason, and once you understand it, the solution becomes obvious. In this video, I'll show you what wikis are great for, where they fail, and a better alternative for documentation. Here's the structural mismatch. A wiki is a pull system. It sits and waits for employees to come to it, but employees have to know it exists. They have to know what to search for. They have to know how to navigate it to the right section. They have to know how to find the right page, and then they gotta find the right step on that page. That's 5 separate friction points between I'm stuck and I have the answer. Process documentation needs to be a push system. When someone gets stuck in Salesforce, the answer should appear in Salesforce. When someone is confused in Workday, the guide should be in Workday. The answer has to come to the employee, not the other way around. Wikis can do a lot of things well. They're great for reference material, product specs, meeting notes, general company knowledge. But for process documentation, the step-by-step guide someone reaches for when they're in the middle of a task and they don't know what to do, wikis are structurally the wrong tool. There are 3 ways wikis decay over time, which makes the structural problem even worse. First, nobody updates them. Creating content in a wiki is one workflow. Keeping it updated is a completely separate workflow, one that requires someone to remember to check it, find the outdated page, make the update, and publish. That workflow almost never happens. So wiki pages get stale, and stale documentation is worse than no documentation because it sends people down the wrong path. Second, nobody can find what they need. Wiki navigation assumes users know the taxonomy. They don't. It makes no sense to the person who just joined 3 months ago and is looking for how to close a deal in Salesforce, which might live under sales processes, CRM, Salesforce, deal management, closing. Or it might be somewhere else entirely. The search function could help, but only if you know the right words. Third, it's not where people go. When employees get stuck, their first instinct is not, hey, let me go check the wiki. It's Slack, it's their manager, it's Google. The wiki is the last resort if it's even considered at all. So what's the alternative? You don't need a better wiki, you need real-time enablement. Instead of asking employees to navigate to a wiki, you bring the documentation to where employees are working. When they get stuck in Salesforce, a step-by-step guide appears in Salesforce. When they're in ServiceNow, a step-by-step guide appears in ServiceNow. When they get stuck in Workday, you get the point. In whatever tool they're using, the guide is in the tool. This solves all 3 problems at once. The documentation just appears rather than requiring navigation. It's always current because updating the guide in one place updates it everywhere it's deployed. And it's where employees already are, so they actually see it. This is exactly what Tango was built for. You capture the process, Tango automatically builds the step-by-step guide, and you pin it inside the applications your team uses. No wiki required, no navigation, just you're stuck. Here's the answer. Your wiki isn't failing because your team doesn't care. It's failing because it's a pull system trying to do a push system's job. Documentation needs to appear where employees work, not sit in a wiki waiting to be found. If you want to see how you can automatically create step-by-step guides and pin them inside your tools for your team, create a free account at tango.ai. I'm Mark, let's Tango.